Hello, you beautiful people out there. What is going on? This is your friend Burdick coming at you fast with another video. What you're going to be seeing here is some Call of Duty gameplay of me playing some Search and Destroy. Now, this is public match, but what makes this video so special is that Optic Scumper, yes, that's right, Optic Scumper, the Optic Scumpy, was actually in this lobby and he was on my team. So I got to play with a celebrity. But other than that, it's just a pretty basic gameplay, nothing too absolutely exciting. When I die, you know, it focuses on Scumpy because that's who I watch, obviously, or who I want to watch when I'm dead because he's super entertaining. But that's not what the point of this video is about. The point of this video is about the commentaries. And now, as you guys will quickly come to realize, my commentaries like to bring topics to the surface that not a lot of people maybe want to talk about, or not a lot of people might think of talking about. And instead of the usual generic, oh, okay, so in other esports news, or, oh, okay, this gun's buff, this gun sucks, this gun's good, I actually talk about and like to talk about other stuff outside of Call of Duty that can also relate to Call of Duty. And so I decided that for the first topic of mine, for one of my topical commentaries, would actually be talking about hate and how mean gamers actually are. So what I mean by this is I've actually experienced this in real life, and a lot of my commentaries are derived from actual experiences because that way I wouldn't know what I'm talking about unless I've actually experienced it. And this was funny because in college, you surround yourself with a lot of people from different places, different backgrounds, different likes and dislikes, and it's very important for you to get along and understand each other. Because you know you're stepping into that adult world where you need to learn how to get along with others, and what I've noticed is as a gamer, as a person who has been playing video games since he was 12 years old, and that means like on console. I've been playing since I was like 7 years old, but I mean on console where you have other people with their mics plugged in, and you hear them talk and you talk back. Being a gamer for that long and hearing the lingo online really does something to you. It does two things. One, I believe that it actually makes you a better person because you hear that stuff and you understand what not to do. Just like how people think that video games makes you more violent, they don't. That's a fact. Video games actually since they induce so much violence, then people realize that, oh yeah, well, we understand that this is violent, but this is something that you're not supposed to do in the real world. You're not supposed to go killing people and stealing their cars in the real world. We understand that, so it doesn't make them violent at all. But that's going off on another tangent. That kids and people in general who play video games who are immature, don't want to use the word immature. I want to use the word educated, that aren't educated enough to understand that some of the behavior that's allowed online is not allowed in the real world. And I want to bring you guys an example. So online, let's just, you know, think about what people say, what 13-year-olds say about our moms, what people call us and what other people call each other, racial slurs, you know, swear words. I'm not going to repeat any of them. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. But in the real world, obviously, all of that is not good to talk about. You don't want to go up to somebody and just be like, oh, you know, F you, you suck, I slept with your mom last night, you're an idiot, whatever, stuff like that. You don't go up to just a random person anywhere and talk to them like that. That's really messed up. You don't do that. But at the same time, when you're surrounded by all this dialogue, especially if you're a kid, especially if you're 13, 14 years old, when everything is still impressionable on you by a long mile, when you listen to all this, it kind of sits in your subconscious. Excuse me. Kind of sits in your brain, and you can't help but wonder, you know, you can't help but react. You can't help but react to when people say something in actual person. You can't help but react in the same way that you would hear it when you hear it online, because it's subconscious. So, for example, you know, I don't know. This is an extreme example, but you know, somebody says something that you don't agree with, or you know, you get into an argument with someone and you go ahead and you say something like, you know, kill yourself, kid, because that has been a popular thing lately. I don't know if it's still going around or not. I haven't really heard much of it, but I know at a certain point, KYS was a very big deal. Kill yourself, right? You're telling a person to go kill yourself. Where in video game language, obviously, everything is not either sarcastic or obviously they don't actually mean go kill yourself. they're just mad at you and they have to have something to say to make you pissed off. But in real life, when you say that, that is really, really, really insulting. And online, it's another word, just another couple of words that come out of people's mouth that nobody thinks about because it's online and you're not actually talking to the person in real life. But in real life, those words actually make a difference, and they actually can result in something really, really bad. And that's one of the worst examples. Something a bit better, I guess, is, how just people online call each other noobs and scrubs and, losers and whatever. Even stuff like that just seems like regular words. If you actually incorporate that into actual dialect and regular everyday language and you talk to somebody who's not a gamer, they're going to think you're a very mean person because of all of these negative things that you are affiliated with. Even if you might not say those words out loud, sometimes even the way you talk, because I know the way I talk, I'm a very cynical person. So when I say something around a group of people that might be a bit cynical, they might not understand it because they don't have the same background that I do. They're not familiar with it. Like I said, I've been playing for a long time, and I've been around people who have just done nothing but talk trash the entire time, or have done nothing but say bad things about you and try to demoralize you, and bringing that into the real world where it's not always like that. People kind of, they're like, they give you funny looks. They're like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? What crawled up his bum? It's just a really, really bad translation. So, what is the moral of the story, basically? Basically, alright, the video game online world, and this isn't just video games, this is also YouTube, Twitter, social media, everything, except for face-to-face interaction. And it's everywhere. And you have to just keep that internet side on its side, and you have to keep the actual real-life, physical, and social side on its own side, so you don't confuse the two, and you don't confuse the two cultures, and you don't confuse the two people within those cultures. Because unfortunately, the internet is filled with a bunch of really dumb people and a bunch of haters. And that hate transfers into negativity, transfers into violence, transfers into racial slurs and swear words and all that kind of stuff that are not okay. It's not okay to do racial slurs in real life. It's not. Don't be a mean person. Control yourself. If you're a gamer, if you're as much of a gamer as I am, you have had your fair share of encounters with people who do nothing but talk trash and make you feel bad. I have always been taught and raised to treat others the way I want to be treated. I don't want to, call someone's mom fat or, make them feel bad about themselves. That's stupid. That's bullying. That's literally the equivalent to bullying in real life, and that is very, very bad. Don't bully. So, moral of the story: try to remember where you come from. Try to understand where other people come from, because other people who aren't gamers, if they start hearing you talk as if you were playing online, but you're actually talking in real life, they might think you're a pretty terrible person. So I'm just telling you guys real quick right now, because I've made that mistake a couple times when I was younger. I learned to control it. Control your words. Your words actually mean a lot, even if you think they might not, because again, that's a side effect of being online, is what you type and what you say and what you comment on any video. Because you're behind that computer screen, you say whatever you want, and you have all those racial slurs and those mean phrases. But then in real life, if you carry that over, you're just going to be in a whole heap of trouble. So don't do that. Don't piss people off. Be a nice person. Be a nice individual. Understand what's going on. But I mean, if you really gotta talk trash in Call of Duty to those 13-year-olds who keep telling that keep telling you that they're sleeping with your mom, just go ahead and be like, you know what I think of you guys? I think you guys are a couple of chumps. Say that. I think you're a couple of chumps, and then kick their asses in a game of Call of Duty, because you know what? They are a couple of chumps, because you're a champion. You're a champion, listener, and I respect you. So that's about it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, comment on these videos. I actually want to see what you guys think about the topic, and if you have any personal experience with this yourself. Thank you all so very, very much for watching. As always, make sure you have a wonderful day.